Nkosi uthi bengifosa ngenzani angazi nami yenza ngazi ngempela nansi-ke indaba phela yabo. So recently I applied for this software graduate program job yabo. So as I was applying for this job I'm like, hey, njengoba kuthiwa fanele ngazi u-C# I'm like, yeah, vele ngizakhala zacusha andangibuzanga la ngini sengiphakathi vele ngiyibhala le exam lena ngiyabona indaba ukuthi hayibo iyashuba-ke la manje. Yabona njengamanje la mfethu akusadingakali mfethu ukuthi manje umuntu uyingane noma sekudingakala insepha yangempela, umuntu obonakala ukuthi le nto uyayazi and uyazi kahle. Hayi kanti vele nami ngimolate empilo angingene phakathi mina-ke lo. I'm making this video to analyze it all for you guys. I'm trying to show you guys much more deeper aspects into what I was doing. I'm not gonna really get into deep because most of you might not understand, but what I'm gonna do is basically explain what I'm doing. So what do we have here? We have the string challenge. So as you can see here with the timer, I had like 1 hour and 19 minutes left. I had just finished the first one. The first one took me about 10 minutes to do. The first one wasn't really that hard. It was how can I say it? Out of 10, I would give it an overall 4 in terms of difficulty. It wasn't that difficult, but it was something that was very mind testing. I won't lie. So we have the string challenge here. We say have the function string challenge, take the SRT parameter being passed and return the string true if there is an equal number of x's and zeros, otherwise within the string false. Only 2 letters will be entered into string, no punctuation or numbers. For example, if SRT is XOXO, then the output should turn false because there are 6 sixes and 5 O's. So basically you're coding something here that's going to return true if you have the same amount of number of x's and o's. As you can see, XOXO. In this case, if x is slightly bigger than o, even by 1 number, everything is off. Cool. What are we gonna do then? Okay, we have examples here. An example input for true is XOOXXO, and then the example input for false is just x. Fine. Okay, I'm gonna say yeah, let's look at the code here. So when you come in, you're gonna get it like this. You can change it up here, use JavaScript if you want, but me, I'm gonna be focusing on C# because C# is mainly used in this channel of mine. Hey, I hope you all subscribed. I don't want you looking at this video not even subscribing to my channel. Please subscribe to my channel for God's sake. I really need subscribers. As you can see, we are very low. But okay, what can we do? So please subscribe, like the channel, share with your friends, and let's actually get this code started. So what do you have here? You have using systems. So we have a main class, we have public static string challenge, string str, that's the parameter that we're talking about. And then we have open bracket, then the code starts going there. So they said we need 2 numbers. So what I decided is just to add another variable. So since we had already count x, I just had to make count 0 or count O. Yeah, so here's how I did it. So yeah, I declared it like that, and then now I made a for each. So now I'm making this for each. Why am I making a for each? I imagine about show that they said that it had to like, that's it. Finally, when input the input now if I made it keep it true or false. Science. If the lingering numbers are x no o, then don't keep it true. Most lingering numbers are x no o, it's okay false then bad. Alright, okay, so we understand the rules now, right? So right now, what are we trying to get? Right now in this loop, I said for each char in str, so for whatever character, I am naming the character with C, cool str, it's equal C, LX. Look at this, look at how it's gonna go. So what I'm trying to do here, I'm just trying to tell you to take, if you see the face true, and if you see pay. That's the only thing I'm trying to tell this thing, okay? So it's just gonna be a normal if else statement, right? Yeah, it's something you did. It gets overwhelming, but it's actually surprisingly doable. Just so long as you apply your mind and you actually dedicate yourself to it. Alright, yeah, what's happening now? So I was like, count x plus plus. Alright, let me just look at this. And we have count x equal to 0, and then count 0 equal to 0. So for each char c in str, already explained this part, if c strictly equals to x, count increment by 1. So the plus plus stands for increment. Increment is plus 1. So it's gonna add 1 to whatever thing it had. And then so imagine if it gets x 5, it's gonna add to 1 k 5. Since this loop is gonna run for every single character. That's why we were using char. Char is for characters. Okay, and then else if o, we're gonna run something here, you're gonna see. Probably gonna be count o increment. Yay, it's count o increment, right? Actually it's at 0, damn. I have balls. I have balls. What the fuck? I literally called it 0. Imagine. So like in the I'm laughing at myself because I called the int count o in count 0. Basically count 0 is, it's not supposed to be 0, but I put 0, but there's actually no issue in me putting it 0 other than me violating the naming conventions. Yo, I can't. So why did I say return count x is strictly equal to count 0? Alright, so basically what I'm saying, my returner about that if else my if else it says to you it's gonna pick 1. It's never gonna come back with x and 0 at the same time. Okay, it is gonna come back at them at the same time, but most it's gonna first run a for each, come and put it here, run another for each, come and put it here, run another for each, up until it has put all of them here. So let's say we had 3 this side, 3 x's and 3 o's. It's gonna run the first for loop, and it's gonna bring back that x and say 1. Hey, increment by 1, count is now equals to 1. Alright, it goes again, it runs the for loop, it finds out we have another x. It count x increments by 1 again. Now it's plus 1, it's 2, and then it comes back again. We have o. Hey, increment o by 1. Okay, and then 0 is now 1 for o, and then now it comes again. O 2 x 3, and then o 3. Then we get 3 is equal to 3, and then it's true, right? Maybe, let's see. So far that's how it looks. Might change, might not, might change it, might not. So that's it. With these CoderByte exercises, what I would appreciate people that would focus on is the fact that try to put yourself in a scenario like you're in when you're doing your classroom homework. Basically think of it as like homework. I know homework is the one thing you don't want to do, but remember when you were doing homework that you always found a way, even how annoying it was. If you knew the teacher was gonna beat you when you come to class and you haven't done the homework, you were gonna try at least to do the homework, and that kind of boosts up your learning. So you see here, right now I just ran the test cases, they're all coming out correct, right? See here, everything is green. You're gonna see when I run the fourth one, there's going to be like a fourth exercise here where that one chowed me. It chowed me blind, I won't lie, but you guys are gonna see it's not that difficult. It is difficult but not that difficult. Okay, so yeah, that one chowed me. This one ran perfectly, it's smooth. You can take this code, you can go try it out yourself. It's gonna work, it's gonna be perfect. Okay, let's go again. Now gonna run the code just to make sure everything is now. Alright, just to make sure everything is everything is good. So if it displays correct and everything is white, there's no issues here. I'm telling you, the code is good. It's not, you can continue on going. Okay, so right now, this message, you can just ignore this. So what's gonna happen now is just gonna take you to a different screen, and the screen is just basically this thing running its test cases. So as I was doing this assignment live, ingakho ithe video ngathi yo ngaze ngayisona because bekicava lento nje ngibonile ukuthi la ngizoba nenkinga la, angithi bheka I told you that this is the second one because I just completed the string challenge, right? We're doing the string challenge. The searching challenge, I already did it. But what am I do? At the end of the video, I'm gonna give you the searching challenge. It's gonna be the last thing I post. I'm gonna do all these ones and then I'm gonna come back to the searching one and I'm gonna give it to you guys and I'm gonna show you. Maybe I'm gonna write it on Notepad or something. I don't know. But okay, continue watching the video as I get on to the recursion challenge next. I wish I had commercials. That would be so dope. Okay, then what do we have here? See, you can't make begin challenge. Yeah, it's in. We are within. It's not bad. What do we have here? Recursion challenge. So what does it say? They say have the function recursive challenge num and say have it take the num parameter being passed and return the factorial of it. Factorial. Okay, for example, if num is equal to 4, then your program should return 4 times 3 times 2 times 1, which is equal to 24. That's the factorial. For the test cases, the range will be 1 and 18, and the input will always be an integer. Okay, cool. Let's get started. Okay, so okay, trust me. So as you see me, I first struggled with this. That's why I was first forwarding a little bit forward. Hey, Joe, I won't lie with you. I was like, hey, factorial, multiplication, what's happening? And I was like, hey, fuck it, let me just go if statement. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. If it works, it works. Why did I go for a new statement? They said if num4 is equal to 4, right? So that's the one thing I could go off. So num4 is equal to 4 or num4 equal to 0, but I first state num is strictly equals to 0, and then num is strictly equals to 1. You're gonna give me something here. Yeah, you're gonna see. I know it looks weird, dog. I tell you, it looks weird when I started. Like I was like not trusting myself at all. I was like, hey, 0 and 1. I'm like, nah, let me do it though. Yeah. It does look weird, dog. I tell you, it does look weird. But I was like, let me do it anyway, because I know code be behaving in a different manner. It will take somebody else. How can I say it? You're gonna see it come. Because right now I'm saying else, so just a normal if else again. So notice with these things, with a lot of these coding assessments, I have faced a lot of if else statements, binary algorithms, stuff like that. So those would be things you would want to touch upon as an individual if you are really interested in this coding endeavor of yours you're taking. Do check those things out. Binary algorithms, if else statements. Make sure you know stuff like that. Okay. So what do we have here? We have return num recursive challenge times recursive challenge, recursion challenge. God gracious. Okay, we have recursion challenge num -1, and then we return num. You're gonna see, you're really gonna see just now why we are returning all this num. So it worked. I know you. Like writing this myself, dog. I won't say I was that confident. God, it's smooth. I run the Planet 09 AI channel. Planet 9 AI is mine, and I run it. And that's why I do shit like this easy. Okay, look, I'm explaining to you. Okay, fine. Notice how we kept on repeatedly using num. That's because we only had one input, right? We could only input one number at a time, right? So what do we have here? I said if num is strictly equals to 0 or num is strictly equals to 1, you have to just return 1. You know why? Because if you enter 0 and you enter 1, let's see. Look at this thing. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna open a calculator for you so you just can see exactly why I did it the way I did it. It makes perfect sense. For real, it does. So I know we have to follow this formula, right? So if I enter 1, it's gonna say 1 times what? 1 times 3 times 2. It's 6, right? Times 1. Very weird at the 6 though. Now they got to 24, right? So most mina angifuni silokho ingena lena le. Ngifuna uma ngifaka lo 1 no ibuyise nje u1 school straight ngalokho ichaza kakhulu. Moske 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 so 24, right? Yeah, that's how we get, right? So the program you have for the test cases between 1 and 18. And I'll cover from 24. What was 0 zone? If it is 0 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 5, it's always 0. Hence why I'm finding it. Why 0 when I was 1? I'm peak. Here they said between 1 and 18. Yes, when as a programmer you'd understand that. But now look, you're designing this for a user who doesn't really have a solid understanding of all these things, and when they decide to put 0, what number are you gonna give them? 0. You can't return 0 then output. At least give them 1, which is why I made this thing like this. Okay, let's see what happens here. Let's say the number I put in is like, okay, let's go back to 1. We put 1 here. It's gonna be 1 times recursion challenge. So whatever the value you put here is still the same thing. So it's 1 times 1, which is cool. And then okay, what you're gonna have? You're gonna have 1 basically, and then 1 minus 1. And then what do you have? We have 0. Boom. Comes back here. So if the first condition is not met, like you put the number you like 5, you're gonna get 0 here. If the first condition though is met, you're gonna get 24. If you put 8, you're gonna get a number you like. Okay. So in terms of how this thing all works, that's the simplest I can simplify it for you all. I don't know what else, because if I put other numbers there, it wasn't gonna run. Truthfully speaking, it wasn't gonna run. Right now, it just ran, and the test cases are now hidden. If they're hidden, it means now I can submit. So I've submitted, and now my solution is being evaluated. Imagine, like my time of me doing this. Yo, Joe. I'm joking. But I did enjoy making this type of video because it shows you guys how I do the programming behind the scenes. Not necessarily me just doing a tutorial in front of you, but actually doing programming tasks, like programming solutions. Thing is, as I was doing this, I made a video of myself first, and then now I'm reacting onto it, and then there's gonna be the video. Hey Joe, it's a very complicated space, this one. So here I was facing battery problems. It was load shedding. Hey Joe, I was on my knees. I was like, hey Joe, electricity come back. It was like 4. It was gonna come back at 5. We had like that 1 hour load shedding. I was like, ish. So it came back earlier. Thank God. So it came back earlier, and then I was like, okay, I can continue on doing this thing. I think I'm on the string challenge again. Let me just go back so you guys can see. So yeah, I completed the 3rd one, and now I was about to begin the 4th one, which was the last one. Alright, what do I have? Okay, I haven't started. So obviously I was thinking, look at the time here, 7 minutes, right? Okay, fine. Have the function string challenge str, take the str parameter being passed and return to the string true if the parameter is a palindrome. The string is the same forward as it is backward, otherwise return the string false. The parameter entered may have punctuation and symbols, but they should not affect whether the string is in fact palindrome, For example, Annie, I vote more cars, race, Rome to Vienna should return true. Okay. So it's an if-else statement again. You can use a bool, but I don't like using bool. So I'm gonna show you another cool way of converting your string to a bool when you're doing this thing here. It actually works in Visual Studio as well too, so yeah, keep an eye out for that one as well. Let me drink my water. Hey Joe, this is a tough one. It's a very tough one because it even took me long to start coding this one. Hey Joe, I spilled myself with water. Hey, not a nice scene. Yeah, refreshing. Okay. Hey Joe, I haven't even started coding. 8 minutes we're moving here. But yeah, I had confidence since it was like that last one. So I started moving like after 3 minutes. Yeah, this thing really rattled my mind. 3 minutes, yo. Yeah. Alright then, so where are we? So I'm declaring a string here. This string is named cleaned str system.text regular expressions dot regent. Fuck, I forgot what regular expression means. Regent, not too sure. One thing I'm certain of though, replace is we're changing something, but in terms of regular expression and regent, we're just trying to put something back in place in terms of like we're putting the data structures we have in place, and then from there everything just goes on smoothly. Okay, cool. I'm just gonna fast forward this. Okay, so you see this little string here. The string here is gonna give us problems at the end. While I was doing this, I was not aware. Joe, this thing was using. I'm not gonna spoil it for you guys, but okay, this is the string that's supposed to be the input, and then it's supposed to run whatever it's true or false. True, so return is Palindrome. Yeah, I gotta return that Palindrome thing. I don't know why. It's not even declared. It's not even declared. You just have to return it. The system knows. Excuse me. Okay then. Now see, I'm making that bool thing. The true and false thing. So you do this thing to make sure that whatever you're doing stays within the paragrams of the true and false. Otherwise, you cannot name it a string. You can make it a bool, but you're gonna have an issue because now you have to convert the bool to a string whenever you want to compare. But it's better to go from a string to a bool because now you're already compared, and then all that is left is just for this thing to do what it wants to do. So again, then I made another static bool method at the bottom. So static is just a thingy for a class. I don't know for what types of classes, but usually if you're gonna be doing something that's gonna be changing data types, you have to use static classes since we're not even using a pure MVC here. So it's palindrome str string str, yeah. So what am I looking for here exactly is int left. I'm gonna make two variables. The first one's gonna be left, the other one's gonna be right. And this thing likes checking right. It's gonna check from Annie all the way. Annie I vote more, so it's gonna start from left to right. So right is gonna be a different thing than left. So right's gonna be str, and then it's going to be dot to lower. After it being dot to lower, we're gonna have str dot. Oh, it's gonna be str length. I'm sorry. Str length. Length is basically for the amount of things it has. So, and they said that what they said, the parameter may have punctuation and symbols, but they should not affect so that the strings is in fact a palindrome. So, for example, Annie, I must vote for more cars, race Romeo should return true. So I said string -1 or str length -1. Why? Because I wanted this thing to change the value of length to minus it by 1, because so that right. Okay, notice that whenever code starts counting, it starts from 1, doesn't. It starts from 0, not necessarily from 1, which is why I'm like, okay, if it starts from 0, then it goes and minus the 1, then I already know the number. Okay, just have to add 1 to it. But okay, I'm now running a while loop. Computer reads code differently than we do, remember that. So now I've made a loop. I said while left is less than right, and then inside this while loop I must make an if statement now, right? I said if str left, it's coming, chill. I know you're agitated, you wanna get to the answer real quick. Relax, watch the video, chill, get me views and likes and stuff. What do we have here? We have str, right? Okay. I think I'm liking this one. Str, right? Let me just fast forward a bit. And then we have return false. Okay, so if str left is not equals to str right, then you should return false. Okay, and then while you're done, if this thing is done, or if it's skipped, we increment left plus, and then we increment right plus. Wait, I made a mistake here. I'm telling you, right should be minus. That's why it's giving me errors. So I made a mistake here. I'm gonna come back and fix the mistake. See, so I come back, I say minus. It's still gonna give me an error because now the string I mentioned above this one is still wrong. So okay, I'm just show you. It took me about 36 minutes to complete this. Okay, not 36 minutes, maybe like close to an hour to complete this whole thing. And then so just
Alright then, hello amazing viewers. Before you go, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon to stay updated on all things coding and technology. This is news today's from 99 AI, your go-to destination for insightful tutorials on C#, JavaScript, HTML, and CSS. If you're passionate about coding and eager to learn, you're in the right place, don't worry. We have covered a lot in recent videos, from mastering C# to creating stunning web pages with ASP.NET, especially as we're trying to get into the ASP.NET core space. Remember, we've just been doing ASP.NET all this time. It's about time you get into the ASP.NET page, and the CoderByte Part 2 assessment is coming. Don't worry, just subscribe and get notified when Part 2 drops. You're gonna get it on your things. And guess what too, the excitement won't just stop there, as our Part 2 is going to be released and it is just around the corner. Get ready to dive deeper. Like, I'm talking about real deep. Get ready to dive like really deep into the world of coding as we explore these topics in Part 2. Trust me, you don't want to miss this part. Stay connected with the Planet AI community. Follow us on social media for sneak peeks, updates, behind the scenes content. Links are in the description below, don't worry. So thank you for being part of this incredible journey. Remember, the world of coding is vast, but together we are mastering it one step at a time. Part 2 is coming. Make sure you subscribe for it and make sure that the icon is ringed up and it's gonna be in your notification bell as soon as it drops. Thank you very much. I love you guys. See you next year.